In our previous videos, we have seen Louis Cossel theory of valence, and we have seen why atoms lose or gain electrons. So they will be losing or gaining the electrons to attain the nearest zero group configuration, that is zero group's electronic configuration, to attain the stability. Now let us see what is a bond and what are the types of bonds, and let us focus on ionic bond. Let us see what is a chemical bond. Right, bond is a force of attraction between any two atoms. Actually, bond is a force of attraction between any two atoms. Those atoms may be of similar elements, or those atoms may be of dissimilar elements. In order to attain a stable species or stable molecule is known as a bond. What is bond? Bond is a force of attraction between any two atoms which leads to stability. See here, it is a force of attraction. So this is an atom A, this is an atom B. They will be having some force of attraction. This atom will be pulling this atom towards this side, and this atom will be pulling this atom towards this side. So due to that force of attraction, they leads to a bond. So here both these will be existing as a single molecule, so that mutually these two atoms they attain stability. Now let us see the types of bonds. We have many types of bonds depending upon the nature of the constituent atoms or ions which are participating in the bonding. Bonds are of different types. They are ionic bond, covalent bond, metallic bond, and hydrogen bond, van der Waals force of attractions. Next is London dipole force of dispersion, London force of dispersion. Let us see what is an ionic bond. Ionic bond is the force of attraction between two oppositely charged ions, constituent ions, the electrostatic force of attraction between cation and anion, which together leads to the formation of a neutral molecule. Ionic bond leads to what? A neutral molecule. A cation, what is this? This is a cation, and an anion which with negative charge, they develop a force of attraction, and due to this force of attraction they combine together and they lead to the formation of a molecule which is neutral. Now this is neutral because the positive charge is neutralized by negative charge, which will be leading to the formation of a neutral molecule. This is formed by the exchange of electrons. Right, so Cossel, he tried to explain this nature of ionic bond by considering the following things into consideration. By considering few things into consideration. Right, they are ionic bond will be formed to attain a stable species. These cations and anions are formed to form a stable entity. That stable entity is, you know, that cations, he explained that cations are formed by losing electrons. By losing electrons, so that they leads to what? Noble gas configuration. These species, these atoms, by losing electrons, they will be forming a noble gas configuration which will give them stability. What do they result in? They result in stability. Next, anions. Anions, by gaining electrons. Gaining electrons, they will be attaining the noble gas configuration, that is in order to attain the stability. Right? These cations and anions, they attract each other and they will be resulting in the formation of a neutral species. Right? So this ionic bond can be formed between, will be formed only between two different atoms, right? Two different constituent atoms. Now let us see the formation of an ionic bond. Example of sodium chloride NaCl as a crystal. See, these ionic bonds are very strong. Among all the bonds, ionic bonds are the strongest bonds. Among all the bonds, ionic bond is the strongest bond. This strong attraction between the oppositely charged ions leads to a very stable molecule, and they will be forming a crystalline, very hard crystalline structures. So this NaCl, you know, cation of this is what? Na plus, which will be formed by, you know, that will be formed by losing one electron. So this cation, which is formed by losing an electron, Na, by losing an electron, that will be forming Na plus, and anion, which will be formed by gaining an electron, Cl, by gaining an electron, that will be forming an anion. So cation and anion. Now the formation of molecule. Formation of molecule. Right? Let us see the formation of a molecule. Cation Na plus and anion Cl minus. You know that once the oppositely charged ions are developed, they have a force of attraction, that is electrostatic force of attraction. Due to that attraction, they combine and they lead to the formation of a neutral molecule, NaCl. This will not have any charge on it, so this is a neutral species, neutral stable molecule. Let us take one more example of Na2O, sodium oxide. So this sodium oxide, here the cation in this case is what? Na plus. How the cation formation occurs? Let us see. Na, by losing electrons, it is going to form Na plus and one electron. Actually, this oxygen, it requires two electrons in order to attain a stable configuration, or in order to become a stable species. Oxygen requires two electrons, but this sodium is giving only one electron. So here two sodiums will be required. In the same manner, another sodium atom will be losing, and that will be giving one more electrons. Together these will be giving two electrons. Now anion formation. Anion is O minus 2. How this O minus 2 O minus 2 formation occurs? Oxygen with the requirement of 2 electrons will receive the 2 electrons from this sodium, 2 sodium atoms, and it is going to form O minus 2. Now these 2 Na plus will be neutralizing minus 2 charge, and these together 2 Na plus O minus 2. Each sodium will be carrying plus 1 charge, and so therefore 2 sodium atoms, so plus 2 will be neutralizing minus 2 to form Na2O. So in this way the ionic bond formation will be taking place, right? And also, in order to form an ionic bond, one rule should be followed. That means atoms, so we can assume which kind of atoms, or we can judge which kind of atoms will be forming ionic bond. Do all metals react with all non-metals, and every non-metal and metal will be forming ionic bond? No. What is the criteria to say whether a particular whether two particular atoms, a particular metal and particular non-metal, will be forming an ionic bond or not? So that here we are having a small criteria. When does ionic bond formation occurs? When does ionic bond forms? When do these ionic bond forms? Between which type of atoms this ionic bond forms? Let us see. See here, this ionic bond, in order to form ionic bond, the difference in electronegativity of two atoms should be equal to or greater than or greater than 1.9. The electronegativity difference between the two atoms should be how much? 1.9 or greater than 1.9. So greater the difference, then the strong will be the ionic bond. Let us check this by taking lithium and chlorine. So let us see the bond between lithium chloride is ionic or not. The electronegativity value of Li, lithium, is 1. Electronegativity of chlorine is 3. So what is the difference between these two? It is 2, which is greater than 1.9. So Li plus is ionic in nature. The difference 3 minus 2 is what? 3 minus 1 is 2. So which is greater than 1.9. This 2 is greater than 1.9 electronegativity. So therefore this LiCl forms, lithium and chlorine are going to form an ionic molecule. Now let us take the next atom of lithium is beryllium, BeCl. These two will be combining to form beryllium chloride. Let us see the electronegativity difference of beryllium and lithium. Electronegativity of beryllium and chlorine. If you look at the electronegativity of beryllium, it is 1.47, and if you look at the electronegativity difference of chlorine, it is 3. So what is the difference between these two? It is, 3 minus 1.47 is 1.53, which is not equal to 1.9. So this is less than 1.9. 1.53 is less than 1.9. So therefore it is not an ionic species, non-ionic molecule. This is a non-ionic molecule. In the same way, let us see NaCl. If you take the electronegativity of Na, sodium, it is 0.93. And if you take the electronegativity difference of chlorine, it is 3 again. So the difference 3 minus 0.93 is 2.07. Right? It is 2.07. This 2.07 is greater than 1.9. Therefore, sodium chloride is an ionic molecule. So in this way, this is the main criteria, so you can apply this for any two atoms and you can say whether they will be forming an ionic bond or not. Any two atoms, in order to form an ionic bond, they should have the electronegativity difference of how much? 1.9 or greater than that. So this is about ionic bond. Let us see the distribution of or arrangement of ions in the ionic bond in the next video.